drive what the other person wants, right? And that is one reason you will find Indians everywhere, right? And what for they are there? They are there for the job or the productivity for that nation. Those countries, those nationalities are keeping them there. It is not by gratis, it's only because they need them. So we are people who have been loved by the people abroad, right? So that means we can survive and we can sustain in any environment, right? Sometimes when you are looking for a good AC, and then you say कि Dubai वाला model लेना because that can sustain 55 and 60 degree, and in full of heat that AC will work in India. But when they have to look for a labor, they say Indian labor लेना because they can sustain in all weather. उनको जगह मिले ना मिले weather कैसा भी हो, so we are loved for that. We have been protected. We have what we need. People know, recognize us for some reasons. So that's the reason that we are sustainable. We can deliver. We can deliver, and world knows that. Right? So that's where here this book comes from, and this book also talks about anything which is needed, be it PPP, be it modeling of any kind. But about that, it talks of happiness index and prosperity, and how that can be achieved, and maybe if any benchmark that will be looked for among the countries over a period of time, that will be the happiness index. Bhutan has already shown that matters, and probably India is also known for that, but somehow or other we are a mix. We like commercialism as well as the happiness, but then our happiness is derived more from more money than for anything. But that has been now recognized that we are happy, and that happiness is because of our diversity. That diversity keeps us alive, right? And then we will continue to evolve. As I was reading writing the prelude for the book, and then this is not that the book has been written and it will come into action the next day. Rome was not built in a day. We will have to continue to work in that direction. And that is the reason this book is being disclosed among the students of this institution, because their minds are very agile and they can work on that. And you had a lot of conferences, seminars where this subject shall be deliberated further. This content of this book shall become the part of discussion and deliberation at your discourses, whatever the subject where it comes into being. So that periodically we should review this. So that's one role at your end is. And then we can draw a roadmap for working on that. That could be in the form of we should expand the parameters which have been mentioned. They are not limited to that. We can add more and more paragraphs to that. And then the focus has been that we should catch them when they are young. So the students who are sitting there, they should not get drifted towards the ongoing environment on which they are seeing. They should see that there is something beyond that, right? This war and COVID has made many people sad. There's nothing to become sad, because we have been sustained over in the past, and we will sustain in the future too. So that's why we want that this institution can think of bringing some scholarship schemes so that the subject is retained in the minds of the young people. We can draw some kind of roadmap for 2040 action-oriented. Students or volunteers from other institutions. This is a great opportunity for your institution to become an anchor while dealing with other institutions developing the subject, and some kind of a competition, some kind of scholarships can be brought into being, and then we can create a team of volunteers. It could not necessarily official, not becoming government, but it could be volunteer also. And then institutions, the teachers, the leaders have great role in developing that students shall be inculcated towards expanding trade and economy from outside the country. It has happened in the past, but then it has not happened the way we want it. So because we had been used by the business power abroad, but now we want that we should not be used. We should use the our potential and skill in harnessing the business potential of our nation. That's one. And then money makes the merry-go-round. Writing the books will not be sufficient that we bring this into being. Maybe some kind of funds, maybe some kind of resources needs to be allocated, generated or established. Industry can come forward, or some like-minded person can come forward, and they should be, as I mentioned, there should be a roadmap drawn, and for that there should be a fund, or there should be some kind of resource bank that should be there. We should analyze what kind of resources are needed. Could be in the form of human resource, could be in the form of some money, and could be in the form of some kind of bilateral, some kind of networking between the nation and the university and students. So like I recall, in good old days, our school used to have an association with South African school or